Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're doing a different kinds of video. I'm going to answer some questions, but my friend Dennis is going to be asking me behind the camera. So it's kind of a different kind of interview session. We're experimenting. So I hope you like it. Let's start.
All right. Thank you for inviting me on your YouTube channel, Yodi.
Of course.
My name is Dennis Kisina. I'll be asking the questions from behind the camera. So, hi, Yodit. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. What have you been up to?
So the last couple of months was all over the place. I was in job search. I was adjusting to change, doing school. So mostly job search, preparing, doing assignments, all of those mixed all together.
Okay, that sounds hectic. And how was the transition from the layoff to job search again?
Oh, that was actually made a video about that as well. It was a lot to take in at once because I was working on my previous job, which was Deloitte, for the last 3 years. I was seeing, okay, how am I going to advance in the future and planning a lot of things. Then I didn't see that coming. And I was getting H1B, and I was like, okay, they're fighting for me. So all those gone. So it was kind of like a harsh transition, which I was not prepared. And it was a lot. But I did take the 1 week off, and we went with Samira, Rachel, the Joeys, and Beatrice, Joel. We went to San Antonio, and that was a very good transition because even if I was not enjoying the first 2 days, so I was like, okay, it's okay. I can use the best transition and I can use this time to reset and come back stronger. So I used that. Then after that, I start job search. So it was a lot, but I'm glad I did pass all the emotions because I don't want to skip and be like, okay, everything is okay at once. I just say it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be overwhelmed, it's okay to be grateful all at once. And it's kind of grief in a different way because you're losing a job which you're attached for the last 3 years. So yeah, I did all the transition, all the emotions, then move on. That's what I usually do in such situations.
I'm sorry to hear about your H1B. For anyone who has been in the H1B lottery knows what it means, and especially that it's not easy to get there. And given that you had got it this year and just went like that is a bit sad. But I think I'm glad you even went to that trip and unwound from there, right? Yeah, that's good. So maybe let's just take a step back. So how are you organizing yourself with the job search? How do you organize and structure your day-to-day job search activity and balance it with school at the same time?
So I track my job search. I even have this tracker. So whenever I apply, I track that. And I usually apply at least 30 jobs per day. Even if I don't do it that same day, I try to balance it the next day. So usually I do 100 plus per week. And from there, some of them will convert to phone calls. As of now, I did only one job interview with a client, which was for Walmart. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. And I do track progress, what did I learn? Sometimes I write the questions. If I have to be asked again that same question, how can I be answering it in a better way? And I do mock interviews with Fahad. He was also on job search at the time. And we do book library study room with a whiteboard, study, go over again. I do mock interviews with different friend of mine. They dedicate their time for me to be better, and we did with you, with Samira, and all that. So I utilize my resources that I have and I keep track. I try to be organized. Actually, it makes me realize I am organized, which I didn't give myself credit before. So I do track all those things and be better. And I apply also using LinkedIn. There is another plugin called Simplify. I also use that. It has free version in subscription. I was using the free version until some point. And yeah, that's what I was doing so far.
Okay, that's quite a lot that you have given us there. The preparation, how you're keeping your skills sharp. I think that's very good, especially in this kind of job market at the moment. So maybe, but how do you balance? Are you getting any burnout? Because it seems a lot. You are interviewing, you are studying, you are on LinkedIn applying for jobs, 100 jobs. I can't imagine how that is. That's a lot of applications. How are you balancing all these addressing? How are you doing it?
Yeah, so by the time this weekend, which is today is July 26 or 27. So this is like my 11 weeks on job search. So I was tracking them. It's a lot. I have to do assignment as well. But when there is a burnout, I usually do reset. It's like, okay, if I'm not feeling that, yeah, for example, if I have to go residency at school, like which is once in a semester, Friday afternoon from 5 to 10, Saturday, it's like the whole day. It starts at 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. Then Sunday from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. So when I do that day, the next Monday, maybe I take a day off to rest or do other things, or switching my study situation. For example, if I'm doing lead code algorithm questions, I switch it to architectural design books, which is easy to read, or I just see a video or Udemy course. Like I say, I utilize a lot of resources. I am a library member, public library member. When you get to be a library member, it gets free Udemy courses. So whichever course I'm thinking is going to be helpful, I go enroll and listen to that. So I switch, mix and match the study situation. I don't stick with one. And knowing how my mind works, if I don't rest, I know it's going to be like sitting and wasting time. So I make sure to reset, to eat properly, because like in February, you can't even sit and study. Like it's going to be painful. So make sure not to skip meals, to exercise. I also start being a member of like running clubs. So I run two times 5K. I got a medal.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I know. So the community will make you like, okay, it's not always about job search. So balancing, exercising, eating, like not skipping meals. Sometimes when you're too busy, you might forget to eat. And also mixing and match studying and doing mock interviews, because even if you don't have interview, if you have mock, it keeps you motivated. People give to you feedback, then you work on it, so it keeps you more engaging. Sometimes I don't want to study, but then the mock interview makes me learn a lot. So that's what I've been doing so far.
Okay, that sounds good. I do like the part of mock interviews, because I think it sharpens you, right? That's good. But so you mentioned earlier that you apply for 100 jobs a day, and so far you have only got one job to do up to on-site, where you went and did the interview. How are you staying motivated with all these hundreds of jobs you're applying for per day, but it's like you're sending to a dead end and you're not getting feedback, or you're not being called? How do you stay motivated with all this no response?
Yeah, so a lot of corrections. I do 100 per week, 115,
Okay.
30 per day on average. Yeah, but it's kind of overwhelming. Sometimes you apply, the next day you're minding your own business or you're studying again. Unfortunately, we're not going forward with you, or moving forward with another person. And because this, like the ATS system, sometimes looking for ATS is like the applicant tracking system, which most companies start using these days, as filtering with the keyword. So I try to change my resume at least like once in 3 weeks, and sometimes I apply and they get back to me in call, which gives me hope. Okay, at least they see my thing, at least they get back to me. But I do also utilize my referral options. Some of them I was okay having the first round phone call, then okay they will tell me to schedule a client interview. But then there was July 4th week that time they'll say, okay, the managers are out, we will get back to you when they're coming. Then after that they say, okay, we're not moving forward, or they hire from internal, something like that. I was like, but then why did you put the job requirement in the application request outside if you have already internal person? So sometimes it's like confusing, and I don't know honestly how they work, but it's overwhelming. But the one thing that I'm trying to do is like, it's okay, the job that's meant to be, it will come, but throughout the time I need to make myself ready, and I try to be positive as much as possible. So it's okay. I'm not supposed to match with every company that I'm applying. It doesn't work like that. There is one job that's meant for me, and until then I just have to work on my developing my skill, being grateful what I have, and try to just keep up the momentum. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, that sounds good. With all these rejections, do you ever take it personal?
No, because sometimes yes and no. Okay, maybe you'll be like, okay, what should I do? If I do something better, would it be like that? But then you see the market and you see everyone is having the same problem, and people on job search like more than a year, 2 year. So it's not really personal. It's like the market is kind of tricky, and all I can do is like, how can I get the best out of this transition? So by the time like I get a job, and it'll be like, okay, that time is the best thing that happened to my life.
Okay, it's great. That's good. So what keeps you motivated on a tough day?
So finding passion, which for example, for me, video making, content creation. So I was like, okay, at least I will do some content creation, or like being consistent the last since July, I think 20 July. Since June 19, I start posting my weekly videos, working on the backlogs that I have like for 2 years, 3 years. Like the New York video was almost, I don't know, 2 years plus. So the fact that I have something is consistent and it was on my to-do list for so long, and I'm publishing that, it gives me satisfaction. It's like, okay, maybe running, it gives you that motivation, because job searches at the end of the day, it's a race, it's a running. You just go, wake up on a Saturday morning while most people are sleeping, you go there, run, get that made up, it gives you that satisfaction. Okay, when the time is right and my turn is there, I will get that reward, I'll get that job, what I'm looking for, like, it gives me those motivation, finding small accomplishment, the little things that I like. I get free plants from Frisco Library the other day, like watering doors in the morning and at night. Is like nurturing that things. It make me associate with them. When you see it drying, you just keep watering. I think at the end of the day, after some time, it start producing, it start blooming. So it's just like I associate with small things and I get satisfaction. So that's what I'm doing so far.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. You need to keep saying. Then you mentioned that you do mock interviews. I think you've done also side projects to keep your skills sharp. Have you done any networking? Maybe let's say events in the community, online networking. Have you done any of that?
Yes, actually did. So I attended. I've been attending a Java community, which is once in a second Wednesday. So I go there, network, and they pick different topics. The other day was about Jenkins. One time it was about architecture. So they pick different topic and they bring people which is expert on that specific concept. So I go there, network, and those are helping me, and also going events and talk with another people who's also in job search like that. And so far I was doing that.
Okay, that sounds good. So, of all these three, that is mock interviews, side projects, and networking, what do you feel is the most helpful?
Networking, I believe all of them has parts. I give them like, if you have to give like out of 100%, I'll divide them equally, because the networking gives you more connection, the referral, and also even if you get the referral and if you don't do several mock interviews, you might not use that resource when that opportunity, when the time arrives. So the mock interview keeps motivated, keeps you going, also polish your skills and be job ready when the opportunity comes. In the project also makes you like combining and seeing the results instead of like just reading. So I believe that's all has its own equally as good.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds good. It's a fair answer. Then, have you worked with a mentor or an accountability partner? Let's say in job search on any project. You said you love videography, or let's say pet projects. Have you worked with a mentor or someone who's an accountability partner to ensure that you are achieving certain milestones to see that you deliver?
Yeah, so far, like in different parts of my journey up until this point, I have different mentors. So when I was coming to Maharshi, I had a mentor, which was I was practicing the questions with, and to the point is like, okay, now I think you're ready to do the exam. And when I was at Maharshi, I was also having like more than one mentors doing together, like keeping my progress. Okay, now you're doing good. So even now I have more than one mentors in different parts of things. It could be like the project, the things that I'm supposed to be working, and having that helped me so far. Because like I don't want to start mentioning names because it's going to be like a lot, because I don't have one specific, I have multiple one, but I'm so grateful for everyone who've been supporting me, giving the time, the resource, the support. And it's like, like sometimes when I'm even having doubts, it's like, you got this, like you're more than capable of than you think. So having that support keep me going. Okay, if they see the change that I'm not even seeing, I should push more. So I have that one, and I'm really grateful for the people around me who give their like precious time, resource, attention. So yeah, I've been having that throughout my life, I can say.
Yeah, I think that's a winning strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what would you do differently if you could start all over the job search again? What is that one thing or two that you can do differently?
So I've been in job search in the United States market. This is now for the third time. Every job search that I did, 3 of them are different. So the first one was like when COVID started hitting, and I was in job search for 5 months. That time was different. I was getting a lot of interviews, and the market was, at first it was like declining, but then when they get used to the market being okay, it's blooming, we can still work from home. That's when the like working from home started. So the market was started being really good. So the first like 3-4 months was not good. Then after that, the companies like, okay, we can be productive while being in COVID and working from home. So that time was different strategy and approach. Then after that, I was on job search after 10 months of working. Then in that time, it was really good. So I got even 2 offers, and I chose Deloitte. So I was in job search for 3 months, but not all of them. I was taking like 1 month for getting ready and relax while getting ready. So then after that, I got like 2 offers while I start job searching in 2 weeks. So now it's different. Now the market is, there's different factors that's making it like this, but it's kind of saturated because big tech companies are laying off, and the market has so many good people with a lot of skill, with a lot of experience, with big company name tags. So it makes it kind of tricky. So this time I'm in job search, like I said, for 12 weeks. The first week I didn't do a proper job search, so 11 weeks so far. So I'm doing what I'm still navigating this exact market, but I will do like more technical, like practice, like algorithm a lot, maybe. And honestly, I'm still navigating, so I don't know what I will do, because I'm doing what is really appropriate and right with the resources that I have and with the knowledge that I have at the moment. So if I stay, hopefully I won't stay in job search for so long. But if I do, and I get to learn some different strategies, I'll be saying that. But for now, I feel like I'm doing all the things that I think it's right. But if people can comment on the comment section, how do they, what is it?
What they can advise.
Yeah, I'm really open to
Okay.
explore, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay. Then for someone who's in your same situation as you, who's in job search,
Yeah.
what advice would you give them?
It's a battlefield out there. It's really hard. It's not because you're not good enough. It's just like because of so many reasons, and the right job will come. I don't know how long I'm going to be on job search. Hopefully I'll get jobs sooner, but it's not like, work on your mental health, make sure to take a break, make sure to have something to look forward, whichever means that for you. And also try to talk with someone. Don't be scared of like talking out loud, because the support system around you will be very like helpful at the moments like this. And everyone has different experience in job search, so try to explore this part to see, navigate this change. Like life is always has up and down, so try to keep going forward and utilize your resources, network, and apply as much as you can while preparing. So yeah, it's not all you, it's just different situations. So keep going forward, and I'm sure something good will come. I'm rooting for you.
I'm rooting for you as well and praying for you, and I know you'll get a job soon.
Thank you.
So this is going to be my last question.
Okay.
Just take some time, think about it, and then you can answer. You don't have to answer immediately.
Okay.
How would you define success during a job search beyond just landing the job? So let's say you have landed the job, but how would you define that my job search was successful? What are those things?
So for me, in this job search journey, it's mostly not only getting the job, getting the interview, having a good reply from the recruiters or hiring managers side. It's more like, what does the season of transition is teaching me. So for me, I get to learn about myself. I'm organized than I used to think. I'm not organized. I'm disorganized, or I don't have like structure. So I get to learn about myself. I am actually like roadmaps. Whenever like I do something, I need to see the whole bigger picture, and that makes me understand myself. Okay, I'm actually organized, and I like something tangible to be seen in order for me to follow that one. So I just don't like just popping up everything like that. And also, I used to think, oh, I'm not good enough. I have this imposter syndrome. Oh, I don't know this one, something like that. But I am actually understanding myself. I know more than I think I give credit to myself of on so many different things, technical and technical. So it makes me understand myself. Okay, how can I utilize? How is my mind working. And there's so many things I had in my backlog, like making video, preparing for certifications. I'm on the final stage of trying to do the exam for AWS Cloud Practitioner, and I want to do other 2 certification as well. So having to understand these things, how can I utilize and get better? Not in terms of job only, the other aspect of my life. I was not exercising before. Like I was working from home. My exercise was like kitchen, bedroom, working station, restroom. Like that's the only thing that I did before. But now I go to the gym. I go to the community that I'm leaning on. Do like 3 miles, 2 miles per day, per week, is like my activities are like way active. So I was having that goal at the beginning of the year also. So having that, eating intentionally, not just because I'm hungry or skipping meals. So balancing that, like what I'm eating, the exercise that I'm doing, reading, it makes me like well-rounded. So those also matters. It's not always about like having job, because at the end of the day, if you don't balance those things, it will make you burn out. You will not be more productive if you don't exercise or if you don't eat well. You'll be tired while you're working. It will affect your productivity. So it makes me realize, because maybe I'm on my 30s also. So now it makes me realize to make it well balanced all round. So that's what success means for me at the moment.
Okay. And I think for me, that is a wrap for the questions I had. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for just expressing yourself, coming on there, sharing this. It's not easy to come and share such a thing. And I would like to say thank you.
Yeah.
On behalf of everyone who will be listening.
Thank you.
And also, I wish you the very best during your job search.
Yeah.
I am sure and confident that you will get a job soon.
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone.
You're welcome.
Thank you for watching. Please comment. Last time I was reading a comment, I was so happy someone can relate with my story. So please make sure to comment if you have similar stories. And I'm really happy to read all those. And have a good one.